Would you please consider subscribing to my channel and giving my video a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate it.
Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a shimmering lake, lived a little girl named Sophie. Sophie was 6 years old, full of curiosity, and had a wild imagination. She loved listening to bedtime stories every night before she fell asleep, but more than anything, she dreamed of going on her own adventures. Every night, as her mother tucked her in, Sophie would whisper, "I wish I could go on a magical adventure in my dreams." One evening, as the moonlight streamed through her window, casting a soft glow on her room, Sophie closed her eyes and drifted off to sleep. Little did she know that this night, her wish would come true. Sophie woke up to find herself in a beautiful meadow, the sky painted with the colors of twilight. In front of her stood a shimmering path made of stardust, and beside it, a small creature with glowing fur and big, kind eyes. The creature looked like a fox, but with silver fur that sparkled like the stars in the sky. It smiled warmly at Sophie and said, "Welcome, Sophie. My name is Luna, and I will be your guide on a magical adventure tonight." Sophie's heart raced with excitement. "Where are we going, Luna?" she asked, her eyes wide with wonder. "We are going to the Dreamland, a place where all the dreams live. But to get there, we must first pass through the Forest of Whispers, the River of Reflection, and the Valley of Stars. Each place holds a special lesson, and only those who learn these lessons can enter Dreamland," Luna explained. Sophie nodded eagerly and followed Luna down the stardust path. As they entered the Forest of Whispers, the trees seemed to come alive, their leaves rustling softly as if they were whispering secrets. "Listen carefully," Luna said. "The trees hold wisdom from all the dreams that have passed through here." Sophie listened closely and heard the trees whispering about kindness and patience. One tree, older and taller than the rest, whispered, "Remember, little one, that kindness is the key to understanding others, and patience is the strength to face challenges." Sophie smiled and nodded, making a mental note to always be kind and patient. They continued their journey and soon reached the River of Reflection. The water was as clear as glass, and Sophie could see her reflection perfectly in it. "This river shows you not just how you look, but who you truly are inside," Luna said. "Take a moment to look at yourself and reflect." Sophie knelt by the river and gazed into the water. At first, she only saw her face, but as she continued to look, she saw flashes of moments when she had been brave, kind, and thoughtful. She remembered helping her little brother when he was scared of the dark and sharing her toys with her friends. The river rippled, and a voice from the water whispered, "Never forget that you are capable of great things, even in the smallest acts of kindness." Feeling proud and a little more confident, Sophie stood up and thanked the river. Luna nodded approvingly and said, "You are learning well, Sophie. Now, we must cross the Valley of Stars." The Valley of Stars was the most breathtaking place Sophie had ever seen. The sky above was filled with millions of twinkling stars, and the ground beneath her feet sparkled as if it were made of stardust. In the center of the valley stood a giant star, glowing brighter than the rest. Luna explained, "This is the Star of Dreams. It represents all the hopes and wishes of those who dream. But to reach it, you must believe in yourself." Sophie hesitated for a moment. She had never been on such an adventure before, and though it was exciting, it was also a little scary. But then she remembered the lessons from the Forest of Whispers and the River of Reflection. She took a deep breath, straightened her shoulders, and stepped forward. With each step, the stars around her glowed brighter, as if they were cheering her on. Finally, Sophie reached the giant star. It pulsed with warmth and light, and as she touched it, a gentle voice spoke. "You have shown kindness, patience, and belief in yourself. You are ready to enter Dreamland." Luna smiled proudly at Sophie. "You did it," she exclaimed. "Now, close your eyes and think of the happiest dream you can imagine." Sophie closed her eyes and imagined a world where everyone was kind and helpful, where the sun always shone, and where children played happily in fields of flowers. When she opened her eyes, she found herself standing in Dreamland. It was exactly as she had imagined, bright, joyful, and filled with laughter. Luna looked at Sophie and said, "Dreamland is a place where you can visit anytime you believe in yourself." Remember, the lessons you've learned tonight will always guide you in your waking life. Kindness, patience, and self-belief are the keys to any adventure, whether in dreams or reality. Sophie smiled and looked around at the beautiful dreamland, knowing that this was a place she could carry with her, no matter where she went. As the night sky began to fade, Luna said, "It's time for you to return to your bed, Sophie. But remember, you can come back anytime you close your eyes and believe in the magic of your dreams." With a gentle wave of her paw, Luna sent Sophie back to her cozy bed. As Sophie opened her eyes, she found herself back in her room, tucked under her warm blanket, the moonlight still shining through the window. But something was different. Sophie felt braver, kinder, and more confident than ever before. She knew that the lessons from Dreamland would stay with her forever. And so, every night after that, Sophie went to bed with a smile, knowing that her dreams were not just stories but magical adventures waiting to happen. And as she drifted off to sleep, she whispered, "I believe in the magic of my dreams." The end.